Right before we took a break here, we were talking about the Saints roster and how it's shaping up and just some weapons that Derek Carr have to throw to. But before we get into the Saints roster and the possibility and the schedule, and we'll have fun with this segment. I want to spend a little time on football coming back. Last night, the Jets took on Cleveland. I want to say Cleveland. I'm butchering the score. We'll get the score. Mike pull a score, but I want to talk about Dorian Thompson just showing off last night. Really brought Cleveland back into the game. So that was cool. Aaron Rodgers on the sideline last night, right, Chris? Now, did you get a chance to watch the whole game?
I did. I definitely put in the time. We all know Aaron doesn't play preseason games, right. So I hope anyone wasn't looking to see Mr. Rodgers in uniform. But the young man for Cleveland definitely gave them hope and definitely gave them a spark. Obviously, the Hall of Fame game is in Canton, Ohio. Cleveland is 45 minutes north. So it was somewhat of a home game for the Browns last night. And definitely the young man at quarterback definitely gave them a...
So y'all know I didn't watch the game, but could you tell me what were the best parts of the game, if there were any good parts of this game?
I mean, to me, one of the best parts was Aaron Rodgers' face when he saw Zach Wilson throw a clean open pass to Taylor. And I'll say this, he just looked like a proud dad. You could tell he's in that meeting room just like, hey, kid, listen, I'm going to only be here 2 years. I can make you an all-star in this league if you listen. Right. So it was like one of the moments. That's what stood out to me.
I bet.
For me, honestly, to see the Tom Benson Stadium, to know that Mr. Benson donated $11 million, $10 million to the stadium, another $1 million to the players' insurance fund, and to see this beautiful stadium that used to be a high school stadium, and now it is Canton, Ohio's, best attraction next to the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Y'all just being able to not only see New Orleans being represented in some type of way out there, but Mr. Benson also joined a plethora of other folks. You talk about Sam Mills.
Yeah.
And later on, Cam Jordan is definitely going to be one of those guys to get one of those gold jackets. So I think that's just pretty cool.
For sure. Yeah, the Benson legacy is strong. So it looks good and it feels good to represent New Orleans in that way. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Now that wasn't the only highlight at the. And I've always dreamed about this, and Whit, I want to talk to you about this one. Last night, DeMarcus Ware sung the national anthem, and let me tell you this: he didn't do a horrible job. He didn't do a bad job.
Okay,
not at all.
Okay, not horrible. What we at?
Okay, so it has a couple of notes in that song, right? You got to be able to. Because I always dreamed of doing it too, but I'm like, I would be nervous to sing it because you don't have a beat.
Missed a couple.
He just stayed. He kind of
flat.
And if y'all are chiming in on our Facebook Live, hit us up. Did y'all check that out last night? Did y'all check out DeMarcus Ware? Maybe to put a poll up about that, Tarek. We could, get a poll up about, what DeMarcus read, where, what did they grade him? But just for you, I know you're on your music game. He was just kind of like, and then he kind of had his hand right here the whole time. He's like, oh, say, can you see?
I'm sure there was a bit of nerves.
You lied. Well, you had to take a breath.
It's always best to do your own rendition. Yeah, it's always best to do your own rendition. So, he took his time, for sure.
You know what?
He wasn't on the clock.
It was a show that you would not want to miss. So I'm sad about it.
And the sad part about it, I had to see that on Instagram. I missed the beginning of it.
I'm sure his teammates will remind him of it.
So Mike, back in the studio, let's put a poll up about that on the Facebook. Did you enjoy the Mario Ware's performance of the national? For D-Line, I'm gonna represent. The name of the show is Inside the Trenches. I'm gonna represent fans.
Well,
I thought he held it down, and I love the tribute. Him and Demarius Thomas always talked about. And they sung the song on the sideline, so it was more like a tribute. And it was just a good day for DeMarcus Ware because He for sure was inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame this weekend. So I mean, let's get our drink champs on. Congratulations, bro.
Very good, DeMarcus. Very good.
Y'all are tuning into Inside the Trenches podcast. I'm your host, Marlon Favorite. I'm here with Whitney Forbes and Chris Lombard, and we're talking New Orleans Saints, LSU. We're gonna talk all kind of stuff, Louisiana related and around. Like we pretty much is Louisiana versus all y'all out here, to be honest.
All
with you.
y'all.
So we will dive into the NFL. In our next segment, we'll talk a little bit about mental health of not only football players, but we'll get into some mental health issues around sports. But before we get into that, I want to jump, Chris. I want to refer to you on this one. I want to really dive into the Saints depth chart, really get into not only how they look at the key positions, like, okay, quarterback, we talked about Derek Carr, Jameis Winston, Jake Hagan. Yep. They all look pretty good out there. They look exceptionally well. But I want to kind of get inside the trenches, a little pun intended, because it's the name of the show, right? And you talked about Cam Jordan, but you kind of breezed by Brzee. I like that. See,
I like that.
I like that. Around for the
I like that.
later, you know?
I like it.
He was starting when I was out there. He got out with the first group. What have you seen in a young rookie that I guess gained that much trust from DA?
I think that, DA knows what he wants. Obviously losing some defensive tackles from last year and getting some fresh legs in there. I think they're building a continuity, especially with the new guy in. We all know we're actually a team all together. So, I think that some people are whispering some notes in his ear and letting him, but he's definitely going full tilt. That's for sure.
He is. And Whit, I know you hadn't came out there, and it's on me, y'all. CL hit me up earlier. He was like, hey, man, where the passes at, bro? I thought you were supposed to get some passes for us. So we're doing this show. We're talking about the Saints, so we're going to have to get out there. But the heat, it's hot out there, Whit.
Listen. I'm having no water. I'm waiting on the ice to melt. Okay.
That's one thing that stood out to me was the heat. And one thing I can say about the New Orleans Saints football team is they're going to be in shape.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
It starts right. It definitely starts right there. Now, linebacker, right?
Yep.
Of course, Demario
Jackson.
Davis is going to handle his business. Right? I said DeMarco. I said, sorry about that. So, and I interviewed him and everything. I hope you don't see this later and be like, hey, man, how you butcher my name like that? My bad, dog. It's preseason for all of us. Hello, somebody.
Preseason.
But outside of him, you have Pete Warner. I thought last year he really emerged until he got hurt. But I saw a bit of Zach Baum out there. So is that the starting three? Talk to us about the linebacker core.
Well, in real life, a lot of times we'll go three safeties, which will take a linebacker out. So obviously week 1, Tennessee Titans, Derek, Mr. Henry, we might decide to go with the 3 linebackers. And I do believe Braun will be in that number. Of course, Warner, before he got hurt last year, he was leading the league in solo tackles.
Yeah.
So, that's definitely a plus having Pete back. But yeah, Braun is in there mixing it up. They definitely have the confidence to give him that starting job at that extra linebacker.
Secondary, right? And he laughed with because this secondary is
school me, help me out.
Well, let's fill her in, right? So, Marshawn Lattimore missed a big portion of last season.
10 games.
10
lacerated
games.
Kidney.
Right.
Yes, lacerated kidney. That's serious, right? We talk about mental health. That's physical health. He comes back and shines, right? So, for all intents and purposes, he's CB1, cornerback 1.
Definitely.
There's a heated battle going down between Alontae Taylor
Mm-hmm.
and Parsons Debo. And I turn to you because this your city, and I know them winning really means something to you. I mean, makes everybody over at our job over at WW a little happy when the Saints are winning. So I just wanted to let you know, as a Saints update, that's one of the areas of concern if you ask me. So I'll refer to Chris on this next question. If you had to pick today is the day you have to choose who's your starter. Are you going with Parsons or Debo, or are you going with Marshawn and why? I mean, I'm sorry, he's already in.
Well,
Taylor.
I mean, obviously, I always have my own opinion, and of course, I'm gonna have to see my DBs at practice. But if I was to make a choice today, on the other side of Marshawn, I would definitely put Taylor. Last year, he really showed, as a rookie, he really showed that the stage wasn't too big. You know, if I could just reference you the game against the Raiders, him going against Adams, I mean, he's ready for prime time. Number one, Taylor.
So you rolling with Taylor, and to me, he has. First and foremost, playing the SEC. So anytime you're an SEC player, I give that a lot of respect. But to me, he has this aura about him that he's not going to lose, and I think he's approaching that battle this way. So we'll see. Before we take a quick break here, I want to take a look at the Saints schedule. So I'm gonna skim through a few games. And you can guess. I know, again, you don't. This is going to be her first. Look, that's what we made sure we was on. She's going to learn so much about football this football season. She's going to be going home to her husband saying, and let me tell you what Alante Taylor did today.
I found out today. Okay, teach me. Let's go.
So let's look at this Saints schedule. Mm-hmm. Tennessee versus Saints. What you got?
I have the Saints week one.
Now, I know he's going to pick the Saints every game, but I'm just going to pick a few games here that I think may be a challenge. In the game, I do think the Saints win this, but what you think would be the biggest challenge in this game?
Well, honestly, against Tennessee, I think everybody in the world knows that we're going to have to load up. We're going to have to bring our hard hat to stop Mr. Henry. But I want to remind everybody that Tajay Spears is returning to the Superdome. And I believe that we have to keep an eye on that gentleman, because not only with D. Hopkins showing up, even though he might be considered late coming to camp, D. Hop is always a serious guy to take care of on a defensive end.
And as we approach break here, I'm just looking at the schedule. I don't really see any games that are like a big threat. I mean, I would mention the Vikings, right? Because you do have Justin Jefferson just killing the game right now. You do have to look at Houston. I'm very interested in seeing how Houston is going to look coming up this season, y'all. Like, they just did so much improvement through the draft with young talent over the last 2 years.
Two first-round picks.
So that's going to be interesting. And this is a schedule I think is obtainable for them to go to the playoffs and make noise.
I think so as well.
I think so. So, again, I'm going to tell y'all to make your way on down to the Small Sliders, Marrero. Beautiful weather right now. It's hot, but it's beautiful. You see we're shaking this ice over here. We done ran through our Powerade and water already. So y'all come on over here. Y'all get y'all Small Sliders. We're going to see, once we start getting some people out here, it's going to be time to do giveaways. You know, we want to give away food vouchers and stuff like that, gift cards. So in order to get that, you got to come here. Y'all come sit on this turf with us and enjoy yourself. You are watching Inside the Trenches with Marlon Favorite, Whitney Forbes, and Chris Lombard. We'll be back.
How you feel? Awesome. You feel good? You feel good? Yeah. Great. How you feel? Yes, Lord.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business. Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with New Orleans.
Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right. When you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody.
Welcome back to Inside the Trenches podcast. I'm your host, Marlon Favorite, joined here with my co-hosts, Whitney Forbes and Chris Lombard. And we were talking a little Saints football, and we talked about how hot it was and how not high the notes that the Marcus Ware was hitting last night for the Hall of Fame game. But we want to talk about something a little more serious, something that we've all dealt with. I know me personally as a player, I've dealt with, and it's mental health around the league. So, Whitney, I know when we were in pre-production a few days ago, we were talking about this, and I know it caught your attention. I mean, working in the station, there's so much going on. So, I mean, I guess talk to our viewers about mental health.
So, I know we talk so much about the Saints and how much we love the Saints and sports in general, but at the end of the day, it's a job for most of all of the people involved, right? So when we got word that Brittany Griner was taking a break, I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting this, but it makes sense. It tracks given the fact of what happened with her. She was, away from her wife. That's a tough situation in Russia, in prison. You know what I mean? Like, tell me, I want to know, because I'm on the other side. I'm the cheerleader rooting for y'all. Yay. But I don't know what y'all are facing when y'all leave the field. You know what I mean? And some of the things that you have to put away to even perform well on the field. Tell me a little bit about what you may have faced, or I don't know if you still facing them, but you look good right now. But you know what I mean? We try to.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But, open up a little bit, because I want to know.
Well, the concussion protocol is real. Something that us players have to go through. But even as a player, it's a lot of mental stress in training camp. For someone like me, I was a camp body. So for most of my time in the NFL, I was considered a journeyman, someone who bounced around the league. So I was always, how could I explain it, hung a stake over my head, and pull a string back in training camp. I never had that opportunity to make a team out of training camp. So I dealt with that week in and week out. Now, at the same token, it's just the spirit of the unknown.
Right.
Like, you just don't know if you're going to make the team. So it weighs on you. Now, of course, staying in the word help, being able to just stay positive. They do make training camp as fun as possible.
Yeah.
So we will go bowling and do different team activities. But for the most part, guys, it's a mental strain on you, because you just don't know. You don't know if you're going to make the team. You don't know how your finances are going to look. Am I going to be a six-figure player or a no-figure player trying to be a player? Holla at a player. Hello.
Hello, somebody.
So yeah, it does. It does. So I can imagine what Brittany. Think about it, y'all. She was a prisoner over in Russia for almost a year.
Right.
We
over
knew
200 days.
It was over 200 days.
Over 200 days.
And also, if we didn't make the move that we made as America to give them what they wanted,
still
they'll be in
this situation.
So to think about that, like we usually watch this on with those shows like CSI Miami and all, like those folks are trapped and they don't know if they're gonna make it out, and they turn around and they get out. So to deal with that, and then to deal with the propaganda coming back.
So I truly commend her. You know what I mean? It wasn't her who said she was taking a step back. It was the team. You know what I mean? They were like, yo, we are announcing that she's going to take a step back. Has she even released a statement? Has she released a statement at all?
I know.
I'm not sure. I think it's something we should follow up on.
Right. But the thing is, I commend her. A lot of, the whole mental health conversation is still taboo. Yeah. You know what I mean? So seeing someone of her caliber even say, look, or someone representing her say, she has to take a step back. That's commendable. You know what I mean? And more of us should follow her lead. When you feel like something is too much for you, take a step back. You know,
Yeah, that's a very mature move by her.
for
Huh?
sure.
Makes sense to me because if it ain't right, it ain't right.
Right.
And you guys look at it from the perspective of it's easy to look at someone and say, "Hey, you got these millions of dollars. You're doing this.
Shut up and play.
Shut
right?
up and play."
Yeah.
Right.
It's so much, and she's a young lady. I mean, this is someone she's still in her 20s.
Right.
Trying to figure that out. So it is a serious thing. I mean, you look at players dealing with concussions. You talk about just being away from your family like that. Because when you're in training camp, guys, it's nothing else you can do. I mean, you're basically forced to be at that stadium or in practice. So even when we go out to the Saints training camp practices, you know, we have to commend those guys. Oh, you're lucky you're doing. Man, let me tell you, I'll be the first to tell y'all as a retired player, trying to make it in the NFL, y'all, is hard.
Very hard.
It is
Very
extremely
hard.
hard to make it
Yeah.
in professional sports, period. So those guys, when they may not want to talk to a fan or something of that nature, they're not being bad people or a-holes or anything. They just need a mental break.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah, so that's a serious subject. We'll continue to follow up on that. I do commend the NFL as well for stepping up and taking initiative and putting some money behind these players. So I do kind of want to segue to a different subject, guys. I guess to brighten it up a little bit. Fantasy football. See, I got some smiles on some faces on fantasy football. What's up? What's up, fellas? Y'all play a little fantasy football? Little bit of, yeah.
Little bit.
Look, he was like,
Little bit.
look at him. Look at him. Yeah, I actually won my league.
Let's something.
You know.
Yep. So fantasy football. I'll put some notes out there. I've been playing for a while. Consider myself a veteran fantasy football player. But I do think we should start this year. I think we should do it inside the trenches fantasy football league. So Whitney, that means you don't have to get in the draft. And yes,
I'll do it.
okay,
We put money.
cash prize. Yeah, I mean, we all put in
Why
like
not?
we can make it like I've been a part of some free leagues, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been a part of some money leagues. So it just depends on you. So for our folks out there listening right now, chime in. Are you going to get involved in a little bit of fantasy football? We might have 2 or 3 slots, 4 slots available in our league. So I guess the first few people hit us up, we might have y'all join.
Yeah.
It'll be a small fee to join, and you don't have to pay the fees right away because the payout's not till the end of the season. So there's no pressure. It's all fun. So the draft is for sure coming up, and might have to get my guys over here, small sliders, to join us as well. But in terms of fantasy football, I know for our New Orleans fans here locally, we're worried about Alvin Kamara and how many games he may potentially be suspended. From what we know, CL, and we'll get back into fantasy here in a second. I want to see what you guys, who y'all think will be top picks. But for one of my top players in my last 2 seasons of fantasy football, Alvin Kamara, do you think he's going to miss over 3 games?
Well, if we're going by the book, it's 6 games. If we're going by the book, even though Alvin took some time out and missed practice Wednesday to go see Mr. Goodell in New York, and maybe to help the situation out, maybe to put a different set of eyes on the situation. But by the book, it's a 6-game suspension. So I would think Whitney, anything less than 6 games would be a blessing to the New Orleans Saints.
Right.
Yeah, and I think the fact, Whitney, that he went to Goodell, took Goodell for practice, flew to
It showed
New
him a
York.
lot of respect. You know, I thought it was big of him to go in
Mhm.
and just say, "Look, let me meet up with this man personally and say, listen, I messed up. How can we fix it?
That makes a lot of
Because
sense.
we need him on the field."
Right.
We need him on the field. I mean, and luckily for us, we have, I'm gonna say 3 capable running backs, but 2. But to your point, him going there and finally saying his side of the story.
Right.
He never
Right.
had a chance to speak to Goodell and say what he did. So
Exactly.
Right.
hopefully that works out because I do want to draft him this year, but I want to win as well. So I can't have him missing so many games. So y'all let us know who y'all rolling with for y'all's fantasy teams. CL, who gonna be your fantasy quarterback this year?
Wow. You know, I would have to go with Mr. Lamar Jackson.
Lamar. I think that's a good pick. I'm gonna go with Joe Burrow again this year. Let me guess, Derek Carr. I'm not gonna ask too many names of the players.
Yes.
Could you name maybe 3 NFL quarterbacks?
Hey, huh?
You say who?
Hey,
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. Okay, that's one.
what you doing this to me?
Throw you on the spot.
You on the roll. You're on the roll.
Hey, Joe.
Joe
Burrow.
Joe
Okay.
Burrow.
Let me hit up my dog Google.
Oh, you just said what's the Saints quarterback?
I mean, you have what's old boy?
Derek Carr and
And what's the other dude?
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston.
Okay, but he's still around.
We still got it. We got.
He's our number 2 as of now.
So you got 3 quarterbacks.
Okay.
I'm glad I ain't bet you.
That's great. That was actually 4.
Excellent order.
It's actually 4. Good job.
What's up? We got Spice out there. Spice, you can name 3 quarterbacks.
Let's go, Spice. Let's go.
And look at little boy, Mama Tater answers.
Tom Brady.
He's retired, but I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
but he gone, but
All right. But I asked
what
you
you
name
got?
3 NFL quarterbacks technically. He
but he
retired.
out. He out.
He retired.
He out.
We know who she keeps an eye on.
It's
Let's
not
go,
just you. Give me one more name. Yeah, okay.
Pat
It's my fault.
Mahomes.
See, I'm picking on the ladies. That's my fault. I say, oh, she can't name it.
Listen, next episode, I'm coming with it.
I know she's gonna give me shit like
I'm coming.
name 3
with
fashion
it.
designers.
Oh, you got the
For real?
and I have a list. Okay, trying to do me. Right, you see 3 fashion. Well, he's been in the
Okay.
business.
Let's see, 3 fashion designers. Kanye West.
No,
So he's a fashion
Gotta give it to Yeezy. You gotta give it to Yeezy.
Kanye West. We got Yves Saint Laurent. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's not a fashion designer. You got
go ahead.
damn, I got that.
I'll give you a lifeline. Pharrell is a fashion designer.
Yeah, Pharrell. He's a fashion
You
designer.
are both cheating, right?
No, we're trying to support these gentlemen because they are.
Don't support. They got it. They paid. Partner.
I'm thinking Louis has it.
Yep.
I'm thinking Gucci. I'm thinking
As y'all can tell, this season of Inside the Trenches is going to be fun. Because, look, we're going to talk a little football. We're going to talk real life, fashion. We're going to do all the good stuff. But we're going to definitely for sure have fun. So don't y'all go anywhere. We're going to take a break here shortly. We're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit about how LSU we're going to take it over to Southern and Grambling. See how they looking around Louisiana. So y'all don't go anywhere. You're watching Inside the Trenches. Peace. That's Small Sliders.
It's your girl, Sona's Charm.
And it's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
We want y'all to tune into the premiere of the Red Lip Talk podcast.
Every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have new topics, new guests, new businesses.
Tune in to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Red Lip Talk podcast. Wow.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
The New Orleans Talk Network, now on your mobile device, on your computer, in your ear, and interactive. It's new, it's innovative, and it's on your mobile device. Android, iPhone, iPad, and on your computer. Take us wherever you go. Because we're interactive. 504-341-TALK. That's 504-341-8255.
Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student-athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right, when you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon Big Favorite, and Inside the Trenches podcast is back, baby. We back. Y'all make sure y'all check us out for excellent season, and you can check us out on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Y'all make sure y'all follow me at BigFave504. We back at it, baby. We in them trenches.
It's your girl, Sona's Charm.
And this
The last segment of the first show back. Let's make some noise for the drink champs out there. Yes, it's Inside the Trenches podcast brought to you by Small Sliders Marrero. I'm joined here with my co-host Whitney Forbes, Chris Lombard, and of course I'm your guest your host Marlon Big Favorite. So I think we did enough talking about the pros, and I look forward to getting our high school kids on here and talking about them once they kick off their season. But Whitney, you would be proud because Louisiana is representing in a number of ways. We'll start with LSU.
All right.
The AP polls drop
All right.
this week, and LSU is ranked 6. Chris, is that about fair?
With the beating of Alabama last year and the emergence of Mr. Daniels, I believe it's fair.
I think it's fair, and my phone's going slow here off the top of my head, so I'm not really looking at the latest on the AP polls. But if I'm not mistaken, Jackson declined. So of course Georgia's won.
Yeah, Georgia's won.
No argument.
Right.
They're reloading. They don't have a tough schedule.
No.
TCU is 2.
Yep.
I think I'm looking at the wrong one. Hold on. AP
No,
polls.
Georgia's definitely won.
Georgia's definitely won. Like that's for sure. The top preseason. I'm sorry, y'all pulled out last season.
Georgia's won. LSU is 6. Tulane is
Tulane's 18.
18.
That's big. Not only y'all, this is big locally. Not only is Tulane 18, they're picked to win their conference for the first time ever.
Ever.
All right, they've
Show
never
them
been.
some love for that.
Yeah,
That's
the
big.
young man.
For Tulane, that's huge.
Shouts out to Coach Willie Fritz. Him and his staff has done a phenomenal job. We have a couple players at Conquer Sports Pros that go to Tulane that we train.
Yeah, the returning quarterback Pratt. He's last year he was responsible for 37 total touchdowns. He's returning.
A dog.
So that's a good look.
So we'll kind of take a look at the top of the list again, and then we'll kind of mention some of the teams around Tulane before we jump into our beloved HBCU schools. You have Michigan at 2. They got them picked to be a semifinalist in the college football playoffs. Ohio State, they're at 3. Alabama at 4. Penn State at 5. And then LSU falls in at 6.
Mm-hmm.
I would make an argument to put LSU at 5.
Wow.
And I understand. I just feel like with their schedule, what Jaden Daniels was able to do last season in his preseason ranking, I just feel like we have more thump than they do.
Okay.
I'm just kind of checking this out. I mean, USC at 8. I'm just kind of going through some names. Now, here's an interesting one, Chris. You have Tennessee at 12.
Well,
about that.
Well, we know what Tennessee did last year with that air raid offense, and I didn't believe that they needed to drop all the way out. Obviously, they had a lot of first round. Well, they had a lot of draft picks leave in this year's draft. But I think they're slotted pretty decent.
I think so too. And let's go down here. You have Texas at 17, and we mentioned Tulane at 18 in front of Texas Tech and Kansas. I just think that
Go Green Wave.
and,
Right.
and sidebar, guys, we just got some updates from Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara apologizes for his role in the 2022 fight in Vegas. Poor decision, and he awaits the potential suspension. So that's
Makes
just a
sense.
little something from ESPN.
Possible 6 games, right?
Yeah, possible. I mean, a lot of folks are hoping it's like 3 or 4
Right, of course.
or less,
Or-
but
yeah.
we do understand, what that means in regards to discipline. And
Right.
I mean, it's something he regret. I mean, I know for sure he had to, come out of pocket.
Play
to
stupid
lawyer.
games, you win stupid prizes.
Unfortunately, what happens in Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas.
Unfortunately, it's wild. But y'all, just overall, I'm just so excited for the college football season, for football season in general. We know here in America, football is big, it's king, and again, it's an outlet for our fans, for
Yes,
people
it is. every
day. I know, CL. You're a traveler. You go to just about every Saints game. How many Saints games you went to last year on the road?
Actually, I went to all of them. So.
Wow. Let's take a sip on that. Excuse
Look at my
me.
shoes on for that one. No.
What was your favorite away game last year? He went to all.
I mean, let's be honest. Last year, my favorite away game was Week 1 against the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay, Phil.
We were down in the fourth quarter and came back to win with the kick. I mean,
Taysom Hill show, huh?
unreal. Mike Thomas, 5 receptions, 53 yards, 2 touchdowns.
That's right. That was in Atlanta. I don't know why I thought that was the home game here. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, look, I didn't get to go to any of the away games last year. They didn't go to LA last year, huh?
No, we actually go to LA this year around Christmas time, December 21st.
So you see, this is the show to watch, right? Because you have, we have our producer lady over here, Whitney. She's with WWL. Y'all gonna see her grow in the football field, right? I'm gonna just let her get a D-line perspective. Me, that's what's inside the trenches. So I'm gonna always want to tell you about that. But my man Chris is gonna go to all the games. So when he come on Friday, he bringing it.
I have no choice.
We might could do a show at one of the games. You never know.
I have no problem.
That'd be big time. That'd be big time.
Yeah.
Y'all, I can't tell y'all how fun last year was at the LSU versus Southern game. When we actually performed, like I'm gonna do after the show. We performed before the game and the day before the game. The performance on the football field wasn't all that hot, right? It wasn't all of that, but the halftime show, Southern represented, baby. Let me tell you something. That was the first time ever, as a journalist, me being out there at LSU, seeing we'll normally go get something to eat, go walk around.
Mm-hmm.
No journalists went anywhere. Everybody stayed right there to watch that human jukebox. I got to tell you, it was off the chain. So, talk to me. I mean, what you think about it? I mean, I know you done been to a few Bayou Classics.
Let me tell you something. I only been to one. And it started shooting, so I left. But my hope is to go this year. All right?
Okay.
My hope is to go. It's in November, right?
November, Thanksgiving.
Yes. Look, I'm going to be in there. If I'm off WWL,
Especially if you go to the Battle of Bands that Friday.
Right,
so you turn,
exactly.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to need you to go because that's actually the Falcons game in Atlanta, Thanksgiving weekend on Sunday, 12 noon, 1 o'clock Eastern. I'll be in that number.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll say this too, y'all. It was just historical last year, and it really gives us up for this year because this year is going to be huge.
Yeah.
So Grambling is coming down, so it's going to be Grambling versus LSU, right? and then it's going to be Southern versus Jacksonville State. One weekend in Baton Rouge. And let me tell y'all something. As a journalist, it's something that we love when you get that, because not only is it historical, we know what this means for Southern and Grambling in terms of alumni, in terms of being able to generate revenue. I mean, I think Southern might have made a cool $1 million last year.
Cool million.
With that one game. And I think Grambling's going to be geared to do the same. You have Coach Hugh Jackson at Grambling, which again, he coached in the NFL for years, and he brings that professionalism to Grambling. So now, if I'm not mistaken, you graduated from Dillard University?
You know it.
Okay, Dillard.
You already know that.
GCAC conference, Gulf Coast representing. I know all about Suno and Edward Waters and what's the other one out there? A couple of.
I definitely want to give a special shout out to Coach Jackson at Grambling. He's working with a former teammate of mine, Rob Valdez, offensive line coach. I'm very excited to see that O'Perry Walker Charles.
Shouts out to Coach Rob Valdez. He's doing an excellent job out there. I think, listen, y'all, and this is something I've paid attention to over the past 5 years. Professional sports, NFL has been taking a bigger leap towards HBCU schools.
For sure.
Yeah,
and it's been a beautiful thing, because for so long, guys at Southern and guys at Grambling
were looked over
big time and didn't get the invites to the NFL Combine.
Right.
And all that. So now they got their own deal now, and it's just a wonderful deal for them. So we're gonna keep rooting for our HBCU schools. I know for Dillard, Xavier, it's really basketball season for y'all.
True that.
Sure.
But let me go ahead on and shout out my Blue Devils. My people got a baseball team now.
Okay.
You want to show them a little love for that.
Yes, indeed.
Because that's
true.
major. That's huge.
That's
you
big.
know what I mean?
Big time.
And it's good to see that expansion. You know what I mean? We want to see more of that. But I love the direction that HBCUs are taking these days.
I do. I really do. I love the opportunities that awaits these young men and women in sports. I look forward to our next show. I know we got to wrap up here in a minute, but y'all, we got to get into like NIL deals.
Definitely.
We'll have more preseason games to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk. And look, and I asked her this, y'all. I want her to check. I'm gonna tell you what she's gonna look for every week. She's gonna watch the very, very beginning before the game start, when the boys getting off the bus, walking through the tunnel, and she gonna judge their clothing. You know what I'm saying? She gonna if their suits not on point, she gonna.
And you know what it is that I like to check out the cleats. If the cleats not coming with, like, you gotta give me a little bit of. I know we all look the same on the field. But give me a little personality.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
She watching for the drip this year. That's what she's telling y'all.
Right.
You know, so.
And I don't care if you have on a helmet. The hell better be.
And that's the thing when we go into pregame, that you let guys have their suits on and they style it and profile.
You might want to catch them walking in the tunnel.
They just gotta be clean.
As long as they're not doing the Russell Westbrook, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Russell go too far.
Shout out to Russell.
Put the dress on last year. He's doing too much. He just.
Hey.
You gotta fix his fashion. Well, I'm gonna let you that. I'm gonna
stay in your lane,
stay in my lane. I'm gonna stay.
It might have been Halloween. Was it Halloween?
Judge.
It was probably Halloween.
No, I think it was just a regular. It was like it was. It was just a regular game. It was. I don't even think it was a play. I'm telling y'all, that's something we're gonna have to.
Expression.
Right. Well,
all right.
Express yourself.
Exactly.
Speaking of expression, Tara gonna fire this thing up, y'all. I know we're gonna wrap this here up in a minute. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I'm not gonna change my clothes or anything. I'm gonna just change my style. My crew, I might have some background dancers this time. You know what I'm saying? This thing. But yeah, we're gonna definitely entertain y'all for sure. We're gonna do that every week. My goal, y'all, is to get like some live bands to come and join us, and some artists, guys. Like, I'm gonna call y'all out on my Facebook Live. D1, I'm calling you out. Chopper Style, I'm calling you out. Fiend, I'm calling you out. Big Frank, Lil Frank, I'm calling y'all out. Million Bags, Lil Reezy, I'm calling y'all out. I'm just naming some people.
Welcome home, Mac.
Yep, we're gonna be looking for y'all. Mac, I want you to come out. Mac, I've been supporting him on Instagram and stuff like that. I want him to come out. And Juggy, if you watching right now, tell Master P I want the whole 10 crew to come on out here, the small sliders. My man Rick and the crew, for sure enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? For sure, y'all. So first show is just about to wrap up, y'all. I mean, I think y'all did a good job. Drink champs clap. Thought y'all did a good job. So what do you look forward to this season? And
you know what? I'm looking to meeting more of the guests that are coming on this show. I'm excited because this is an invite. You know what I mean? Let me take my shades off. Y'all coming or not? Because we got things to talk about. We got people to meet. We got connections to make. We got a bag to chase.
Oh yeah, we ain't gonna fumble it, baby.
We not fumbling. Okay, so that's what I'm looking forward to. And I'm excited. Yeah, it's a fun time.
I'm excited. Yes, it's gonna get cooler, y'all. We're gonna be out here. It's gonna start slowly but surely cooling down. Got a little breeze under here. So, Chris, what do you look forward to this season?
Well, honestly, I look forward to this season. I look forward to outside air conditioning.
Yeah.
And
the fans blowing, baby.
But no, seriously, every year it's a new season, but it's the same mission.
Right.
We're all trying to get the best that we can get out. We're all here to try to seize the opportunity. I'm sure every team, every person, every coach, everyone that we spoke of is trying to seize their opportunity in this immediate time. So I'm just looking forward to kicking, putting ball a foot and kicking it off.
Same here. And I'm looking for the folks that's watching right now to come join us out here too. Come get y'all something to eat. Come get y'all this. I'm telling y'all, they got this big dog slider here. I don't know the name of it. I think that might be my slide. I'm gonna talk to Rick about that. But they got bacon on it. It's the double sliders. They got a little bit of the queso. It's like a little jumbo slider. Y'all come get y'all something to eat, something to snack on. A little 1 or 2 slider get you straight. I got my man over there, a little spicy over there. He had
small.
He representing John Curry. Look, he had a nice hot practice today, and Booger representing over there. Hey, if y'all watching, my boy and them over there, Braylon and everybody, I got Booger over there representing. So man, it's just gonna be a cool season, and y'all, and I'm excited for you guys and just bringing new energy on the show. It's super exciting.
Yes, for sure.
So I think it's almost time to wrap this thing up. Got a little performance I got to gear up for. So look, we're gonna end this show right here, but we're gonna come back on. We're gonna keep my Facebook Live rolling, and I'm gonna perform a couple songs off of the Baller Broadcaster, and I'm gonna do a few songs off my new project that's coming up, Lover. Y'all got to check that out. So for Mike Thomason at the studio, for Tarek Jones here on set. Everybody over there in the kitchen, over here at Small Sliders, Rick and Rob and everybody. For my lovely co-hosts, Whitney and Chris, I'm Big Fave. Y'all just finished watching Inside the Trenches podcast. Y'all make sure y'all here or y'all on y'all live stream next week, 12 to 1 p.m. We got so much to talk about, baby.
Yes.
God is love. Peace.
The New Orleans Talk Network, now on your mobile device, on your computer, in your ear, and interactive. It's new, it's innovative, and it's on your mobile device. Android, iPhone, iPad, and on your computer. Take us wherever you go. Because we're interactive. 504-341-TALK. That's 504-341-8255.
Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student-athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right, when you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon Favorite, and Inside the Trenches podcast is back, baby. We back. Y'all make sure y'all check us out for excellent season, and you can check us out on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Y'all make sure y'all follow me at BigFave504. We back at it, baby. We in them trenches.
It's your girl, Sona's Charm.
And it's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
We want y'all to tune into the premiere of the Red Lip Talk podcast.
Every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have new topics, new guests, new businesses.
Tune in to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Red Lip Talk podcast. Wow.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Favorite, recruiting coordinator at Cafe Hope. If you're on the West Bank of New Orleans and between the ages of 18 and 23, come join our team. Benefits from learning and earning, getting certifications, life skills, and career training. Cafe Hope is a nonprofit culinary art and life skills program. Let Cafe Hope be the stepping stone to your next career choice. Come visit us, 1151 Barataria Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. Give Big Fav a call, 504-350-1218, or send them an email, marlon@cafehope.org. For more information, visit cafehope.org. Cafe Hope, the next step in life, baby. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody.
The New Orleans Talk Network, now on your mobile device, on your computer, in your ear, and interactive. It's new, it's innovative, and it's on your mobile device. Android, iPhone, iPad, and on your computer. Take us wherever you go. Because we're interactive. 504-341-TALK. That's 504-341-8255.
Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right, when you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon Favorite, and Inside the Trenches podcast is back, baby. We back. Y'all make sure y'all check us out for excellent season, and you can check us out on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Y'all make sure y'all follow me at BigFave504. We back at it, baby. We in them trenches.
It's your girl, Sona's Charm.
And it's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
We want y'all to tune into the premiere of the Red Lip Talk podcast.
Every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have new topics, new guests, new businesses.
Tune in to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Red Lip Talk podcast. Wow.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Favorite, recruiting coordinator at Cafe Hope. If you're on the West Bank of New Orleans and between the ages of 18 and 23, come join our team. Benefits from learning and earning, getting certifications, life skills, and career training. Cafe Hope is a nonprofit culinary art and life skills program. Let Cafe Hope be the stepping stone to your next career choice. Come visit us, 1151 Barataria Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. Give Big Favor a call, 504-350-1218, or send them an email, marlon@cafehope.org. For more information, visit cafehope.org. Cafe Hope, the next step in life, baby. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody.
The New Orleans Talk Network, now on your mobile device, on your computer, in your ear, and interactive. It's new, it's innovative, and it's on your mobile device. Android, iPhone, iPad, and on your computer. Take us wherever you go. Because we're interactive. 504-341-TALK. That's 504-341-8255. The New Orleans...
It's your boy Marlon Favorite, and Inside the Trenches podcast is back, baby. We back. Y'all make sure y'all check us out for excellent season, and you can check us out on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Y'all make sure y'all follow me at BigFave504. We back at it, baby. We in them trenches.
It's your girl, Sona's Charm.
And it's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
We want y'all to tune into the premiere of the Red Lip Talk podcast.
Every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have new topics, new guests, new businesses.
Tune in to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Red Lip Talk podcast. Wow.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Favorite.
Yo, as promised here at Inside the Trenches podcast, we're going to do a live performance every week, every show. So I'm going to go ahead and kick this thing off. Big Fave, baller broadcaster, heart of a champion. I'm going to go ahead and rock this thing first, and we're going to keep the show going, baby. Where we at? Facebook Live? YouTube, where we at?
I the tiger, the heart of a champ. I'm putting in work and I'm laying my stamp. I'm doing shows across the globe. You capping my rap. Truth be told, rings of gold. Raising the 504, the 225 million legendary flow off the chart. Now my skills are hereditary. Timing is now. Be bold, be proud. Hold your ground. Eyes on the prize. Feel it in my soul, in my bloodline. Same go for ball too.
I got kids in my yard who do ball too. I've been on for a minute. Game time, carry on, I'm finish. Real life in the spark from the gimmick. Now you see why we're winning. He has the champion. The heart of the champion. He has the champion. So
Reason to boss up. All the 17 of them young and try to boss up. All the 17 and young and trying to swipe your card up. Take a different run. I'm trying to put the rod up before you sit the guard.
All right. I think we got him going here a little bit, Terry. You know, I think we got to slow it down for our female viewers. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time to go ahead and play a little bit of that nowhere. Because look, fellas, without our ladies in our lives, we ain't going nowhere. If you at work, I want you to rock with me. If you jamming at home, I want you to rock with me. But just rock with me. All right. Hey, beautiful, just gotta let you know, even after all this time, girl, you're wonderful, just gotta tell you so, you always stay on my mind. Thinking about our love, praying to the Lord above, hoping that I'm with you forever. And when we're done on earth, baby, we still gonna learn right there with the angels in heaven. Cause we got a love that make people wanna cry. We never give up, girl, you know we gonna survive. There's nobody like you. Cause it ain't enough to just say it every day. We gotta show up in every single way. Cause girl, I am you. You don't know where. I'm deep down inside. Taking all your beauty. Because the truth man makes it ain't even fair. Baby, don't you go nowhere. I just need to stop and stare. Taking all your beauty, baby, because it's true. It ain't even fair. What up, baby? Girl, you drive me crazy. I wouldn't change a thing, you're a blessing. And after all this time, baby girl, you finally smart. Now you got me over here guessing. And when I think about all the things we talked about, it never gets old, ain't no stressing. And when I think of you, baby, you ain't got a clue. Appreciate you now more than ever. There's nobody like you. There's nobody like you. Cause we got a love that make people wanna try. We never give up, girl, you know we gon' survive. There's nobody like you. But it ain't enough to just say it every day. We gotta show up in every single way. This girl, I am to you. The truth, man. It's even so. Don't you know? I just need to stop and stare. Because it's true. It's even so.
Roll God in.
I just need to stop and stare. Taking all your beauty, baby, because it's true. Baby. Cause it ain't enough to just say it every day. All right, there we got them rolling. There we go right there. We go. We rolling. You know. So now, you know, it's time to really get into that song. You know what I'm saying? You never know in life, man. You might need somebody. We never know who we're going to need. So every time I think about that, I'm saying, you know what, you're right. Hello, somebody. Come on. Hello, somebody. Come on. Come on. For the radio. Hello. Hello, somebody. Yeah, I'm going to move my body. Yeah, I'm going to be somebody. You never know when you're going to need somebody. Hello. Hello, somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, you gonna be somebody. Let's hit a small spot style. From LA to LA, they yelling hello, fade. Big dog, smooth cat with some mellow ways. In the 10th grade, I used to rock the mellow phrase. Private school at the time, they wanted us to fade. Him the dog with the west step. Marsh Wolf step, big with the pep step. You can call me Lucky Left. Do it for my turn, I'ma do it for my left. Do it for the small sliders. Where you at, baby? Come on. Hello, somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, I'ma be somebody. You never know when you're gonna need somebody. Hello, 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 somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, you gonna be somebody. You never know when you're gonna need somebody. Hello. Curtis, I gotta represent. Babe in this thing, I'ma make it make sense. You can shake a leg for me. Move them on for me. Stop style with it. Stop style. Let's get that West Band, baby boy. That West Band party. Get that West Band, baby boy. That West Band party. Come on, shake for me. Now rock for me. Back it up like it's 2005 EV. Now hello. Hello, somebody. I see you over there working that body. Keep grinding. You're gonna be somebody. They never know when they gonna need somebody. Hello. Hello, somebody. I see you over there working that body. Keep grinding, you're gonna be somebody. They never know when you're gonna need somebody. Hello. Hello, somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, I'ma be somebody. You never know when you're gonna need somebody. Hello, 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 somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, you gonna be somebody. Come on. You never know when you're gonna need somebody. Skip from that 504 to Atlanta. Skip from that 504 to New York. Skip from that 504 to Chicago. Skip to that 504 to LA. Skip from that 504 out in Dallas. Skip to that 504 down in Houston. Skip to that 504 down south. It's that third coach. That third coach. I want you to work out. Somebody. I want you to work out. I'm sweating too, baby. Somebody. Hello, somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, I'ma be somebody. You never know when you're gonna need somebody. Hello, somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, you gonna be somebody. You're gonna need somebody. Oh, work out. Oh, a small slime, a small fry, a milkshake, a hamburger with the pickle, then the smokes. I'm a flow. They're the boss. Small sliders, inside the trenches. Love y'all. Facebook Live. I see y'all next week, 12 o'clock, baby. Right here. Small slider, Marrero.